Hi, I'm Jess. I'm the owner and maker behind Knits by Jessica Jade. Welcome back to my YouTube channel and episode number 6. For those interested, I'm wearing one of my vest tops, which is my design, and the knitting pattern is currently in testing, which will be released soon. I'm very excited about it. But today we're going to go through all of the WIPS and projects I'm currently working on or have casted on, and I'm just going to talk a bit about them all, and hopefully that'll give me some motivation to get back to some of them and also figure out which ones are priority, as some are being made for holidays that are upcoming and want to get them done by then. And my husband's jumper, which if you're following on Instagram you probably already know about, I've had some issues with, and I want that one to be ready as soon as possible so he can make the most out of it this winter season. So anyway, let's get started. So first up, I have cast on this gorgeous, I can't with this yarn. This is Works Real World colourway in on a boucle base. And for this one I wanted to make a jumper, and I've been going back and forth between patterns. I was just going to wing it like I normally do and just make up the design as I go along, but I'm a little bit nervous because it's my first time using this yarn base, and it's also probably my most favorite colorway I've ever seen in my entire life. So I want to love the project as much as I can, if that makes any sense. So I've only cast on a few rows, and I think that I've found a better pattern for how I want the yarn to kind of sit. But look how gorgeous. This is also Chloe's stitch marker. It's fairy bread. It's very cool. But that's that one. I think I will start again because I have found the perfect pattern for the way that I want it to sit. I'm going to pop a picture up and the designer's name and Insta handle, if I can find it, up here. I'll do that for all of them just so I can make sure I'm getting all of the names right rather than telling you what they are right now. So that's my first current WIP. Next up in my Jessica's knitting bag, we have this summer top that I was working on. So it's almost done. I screwed up the stitching a little bit, so I wanted to undo it and start again. It's a yellow and pink striped top, which is very similar, I guess, to my vest top, the way it's going to sit and kind of be styled. It is cropped, so I wanted to wear it with a skirt. It's just an acrylic yarn that's been in my stash for who knows how long. I love the colour, and I've been on and off wondering whether or not I should use it, but because I've had it for so long, I was like, just see where it goes, and this design kind of came into my head. So yeah, it's basically just 2 rectangle pieces knitted together, changing colours as I went, and then sewn at the top and sides. So there's a boat neck, and that's about it really. It was easy to knit up and quite nice to knit with, but right now holding it up is a little bit itchy, so I don't know if I'm going to get much wear out of it. So I'm thinking if I did pull it back and change the design, I could potentially make it into a cute little vest for winter, so I can wear something under it so it's not as itchy. I think I might do that. I might pull it back, even pop on a little turtleneck or maybe I'll just leave it open. But if I pull it back, maybe the sleeves, so it sits a little bit more in at the top, then I can make it a little bit longer. Well, I'll see how I go, because it is cute as a top. I love the colours, and yeah, it's nearly done. So I feel like I should finish it, or at least turn it into something that I could wear, because I do like it and it's very fun and bright. So the next in my I Love Knitting bag is a cardigan I was working on with this, I'm going to say eyelash. I never know what to call this yarn. I think it's normally referred to as eyelash. I just normally call anything with a lot of texture fluffy yarn. But I'm not sure about it. I think it will be nice and airy, and it's quite soft and nice to wear. So I've done the back panel, and I've just gone with pink, orange, yellow and blue. So that will be potentially. And then I was knitting this one in separate pieces just to pop it all together at the end, because they're all like leftover bits. So I thought if I did different panels and different colours, it wouldn't really matter the way that it's sewn up. And I am new to circular needles. I don't know how to make a cardigan on circular needles. But I don't know if I'm going to have enough yarn, because there is a little bit more, but I feel like it potentially could not make it all the way. I think I will try to finish it, because it is really nice against the skin, the softness of that yarn, and it'll be a nice texture to add over a dress, and I don't really have anything like it, so I feel like it's a good little addition to my wardrobe, I guess. That's that one. I have started the sleeve, oh no, the front panel, sorry, everything's so tangled. So the front panel here, and then starting the other one, because I was worried I was going to run out and I wanted them to be kind of even at the front. And then yeah, whatever's left over, I was going to use those for the sleeves. So I guess we'll see how we go with this one. This is an improvised pattern, and so was the previous one, the pink and yellow stripe. The next is this gorgeous long cardigan that I had in mind for this yarn for such a long time. Again, this was a yarn that's been sitting in my stash for I don't even know how long. And it's black and sparkly, which I love a good sparkle through my yarn. This I started last Easter, so 2023. So I've done the back panel and the front panel, and I was up to this, I think I'm almost done the second panel, and then I've got to do the sleeves. So don't know how well black's going to pick up, but basically it's, oh, it's cute. This one is pretty well on its way. I will definitely finish this one. The yarn's super soft. It's just an acrylic, but I think that it works for this being such a long cardigan, and I've actually put a few strands together. I don't know why I had so much of this yarn in my stash, but I'm definitely going to have leftover. But I think it's, yeah, 4 strands held together just to make it a bit chunky, and it's made it super squishy, which is so nice, and it's going to be super warm. Kind of imagined wearing it on like a night out, going out for dinner or something like that, and I think it'll work really well. I do have a long line cardigan that has sparkle through it, which is I just bought from a shop. I didn't make that one, and it's just so pretty. So I was like, I want to start making things that I really enjoy wearing and that I really like the look of, to see if I can knit them up as well. So that was kind of the inspo behind this one. Again, this one is an improvised pattern. I was just experimenting with making a cardigan, I guess. I haven't made a cardigan properly. I've been more of a jumper maker, and I do wear cardigans, but I guess just not as often. But yeah, I think this definitely has a place in my wardrobe, and I'm excited to finish this on because I really love it. Next up, I'm actually making a knitted set for my husband and my little bub and myself, a matching family outfit, not outfit, accessories rather, for when we go to our trip to the snow, on our trip to the snow rather, this year, which will be very exciting because we haven't taken our little one to the snow before, and hubby and I used to go every year prior to having a little bubba. So we're very excited about that. Just on a side note, we actually got married in Jindabyne in the Snowy Mountains in New South Wales, for those who don't know where that is, and it holds a very special place in our heart. So it's going to be a really nice moment when we show him where we got married and where we normally like to hang out in the snowies. Not that he's going to know, but it's special to us. So we're really looking forward to that. And this will be the first knitted set I've made for our family for our trips to the snow, which is really nice. I just realized that it's yeah, going to be quite nice, and I'm very excited for it. I have made beanies for us all that match, but I haven't made like a little, I want to do a little cowl scarf as well. But sorry, I'm just trying not to drop everything. This is going to be my beanie. Don't know if you can see, the lighting's gone all funny. That was horrible. I haven't sewn them up. They were knitted flat, so they're open a bit. So if I just open it, gorgeous. So this one has kind of like purple through it, and then the other colorway that I have has more of a like red through it. So that first one will be my set, and this one is going to be my husband's. Let's see if I can show the difference. You can kind of see, so there we go. So it's like a more of a purpley and more of a reddy kind of colorway. This yarn is super soft, and it's also been in my stash for quite a while, and I really wanted to make something with it, and I just never knew what. And because I have quite a few balls, I was like, well, we can definitely get 3 beanies and 3 scarves out of it, and then if there's leftover, I thought maybe I could make a little toy or something that matches for Boo Bear. So this is the yarn to show. So it's a superwash wool and polyamide look mohair. But yeah, that's that one. So I'm thinking for hubby's will be this reddy colorway, mine will be the purple, and then Boo's I was going to do a combo of both so he matches both of us, which is sweet. I'm very excited. And I think I've only done the 2 beanies, started the cowl for my husband. I think that it won't take that long to knit up because it's just quite a simple design, but I should get onto it because it's coming up soon and I don't have too much time to knit day to day. It's really only if I am still living after we all go to bed, and if I go somewhere in the car and I'm being my passenger princess and knitting in the car. So yeah, we'll see. I forgot to mention they're also improvised. I'm just making them up as I go. I kind of have a standard beanie design that I kind of base all of my beanies from, and then kind of add in different stitches and textures here and there when I need. But yeah, I just use that for that. And then for the cowl, I'm just going with a certain amount of stitches cast on, and I don't know what stitch pattern I'm going to go with yet, but it'll just be knit flat and then sewn together at the front. But yeah, I'm very excited about that set, and I'm looking forward to showing you all when I'm. So this is my first ever circular needle project, and it's actually working. I am very excited about it, but I have had a break from it for a very long time because I had some needle issues. So basically, on this part of the needle, this plastic part came off most recently. So I bought another pair and it almost did it again straight away. And prior to that, this part was untwisting, which I've now learnt about. I mean, it's just very standard things that happen when you're learning something for the first time, I feel. But I was getting a bit disheartened by the fact that there were quite a few issues going on with it. So now that I've had a bit of a break, I feel a lot better about it. And it doesn't look too bad. There is one area which I actually can't see now where it looks like I've made a mistake. But I feel like being my first time using circular needles, I'm not going to go back and fix it. Oh, it's here. So I think I've increased or decreased on the wrong side because it kind of jumps. But in the grand scheme of things, you're not going to notice that when I'm wearing it. So I'm just going to roll with it because I really don't want to undo it. But this was a Millens bag from Spotlight, which, being a Millens bag, don't know the what the yarn is, but I'm holding two strands together. It's kind of like a fluffy, I don't even know what I would call it, but it's gorgeous. I just had to get it because the color's just stunning. I just love it. And so far, oh my god, it looks so good. I am very proud of myself, stepping out of my comfort zone and using circular needles. I think it's going to be great. It's super, super soft. And yeah, anything orange, I love. So I'm really looking forward to finishing this one. This is a pattern I'm following from Maker Studio. I think it's just called a top-down raglan. I forget what they've called it. But I'll link it with a photo and the Maker store there for you, which is an amazing store, by the way, and you should go and visit if you have the opportunity. But yeah, I hope to get back onto this one soon. I currently have two jumpers that are going to be in the works, so I don't know which one I'm going to finish first, but I might jump between them both just to like mix it up a bit. They both use the same size needle, so I like to normally switch between small needles and chunky needles just to mix it up a little bit, but really this year's been the first time I've started using smaller needles. I normally just am a chunky knitter, as you can tell by my vest top design, but I don't know, I just felt like, yeah, stepping out of my comfort zone, trying something new, and it looks gorgeous. I honestly just didn't think that I would have the patience for it, but I'm really enjoying the slower process of knitting up these projects on smaller needles. So yeah, we'll see how we go. But that is this one. So next up is a fairly new cast on, which is going to be incredible. I'm so excited about this one. I wanted a chunkier knit just to have that satisfaction getting around the round quicker and kind of being able to knit something up and seeing the progress quicker than some of these smaller needles. This is going to be a stunning dress, and just I'm so excited to finish it. I'm using Wool the Gang and Woolen Works yarn held together. So I'm on to the blue. So this is Wool the Gang Alpachino Merino, and this is a Woolen Works Fingering Suri. I will have the colorways in the description for you. But yeah, it's just blue and green are just so beautiful together, and yeah, I really can't wait for this one. I just need the time to do it. The good thing about knitting in the round is you can just put it down and then just pick up where you started. You just have to just remember my row count where I'm up to, but apart from that, I'm really looking forward to this one, and stay tuned. Hello, it is later this afternoon on the day that I'm recording this. Not that you needed to know, but here we are back again. On to the last WIP that I'm currently working on, which is my husband's jumper, which I've had some issues. So basically, I have done the body. Front and back, and I had finished the sleeve, attached the sleeve almost completely, and started working on the other sleeve. I was very proud of my progress. Hubby and I were very excited. We fit checked. It looks amazing. It fits in perfectly. I'll pop up a photo of the fit check we did while we were away, and all was going well. My previous video was a knit along with me while I was on holidays, which is where most of that progress happened, and I was quite proud of that and looking forward to finishing his jumper just so basically he could put it on for that final check. I'm just very excited for that. And when I got home, I realized that the dye lots are different colors. So I originally underestimated the amount of yarn that I needed and thought that I had the right amount, but turns out I needed 2 more balls. I got 3 just to be sure. I didn't take into account the fact that potentially we needed to adjust arm length and body length just to fit my husband rather than following the pattern. Rookie error, but you know, it happens. I didn't even think about it when the yarn arrived. It looked the same to me, and I've actually never had a dye lot issue before. And basically, I was torn whether to start again from the complete beginning or just start the sleeves. So my options were to leave the body as is because it's all the same color, fits perfectly. Frog both of the sleeves, start again and do a row by row changing yarns with the dye lot, or knit the sleeves in the new dye lot and then kind of gradually blend it in with the previous yarn. And I asked my husband what he wanted me to do regardless of the work involved, and he said he likes the new dye lot arms, and we'll just see what that looks like, knit it up. So that's what we're going to go with. So since coming home, I have undone and re-knitted, not all of it, but I undid both of the sleeves. Firstly, I unpicked all of the seaming, so I seamed up to about here on the arm, and so I undid all of the seaming on the arm, unraveled what I had knitted on the other sleeve, so I was starting from scratch. I've knitted up to about here for both sleeves using the new dye lot, and then I'm going to continue, and then when it gets to a point I'm going to start either just using the old yarn that I have a little bit left over so it kind of looks like it's meant to fade down, or I will do row by row, introducing old and new dye lots. I haven't decided yet, but basically that's, yeah, where I'm at with that project. Otherwise, I love it. I think it's going to look great on him. The yarn I used is an heirloom merino fleck, 8-ply, I think it was, in colourway bone, which hubby picked out. He wanted a 100% wool yarn that was a natural colour but with a fleck through it, and that one seemed to tick all of the boxes, so we went with that. I will again pop everything in the description if you're interested in the yarn or the pattern for any of these. They'll be there. But yeah, that's where I'm at. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 WIPs. So there's 8 in total. So I have my 2 cardigans, my black sparkle and my fluff. Then I have my 3 jumpers, which are my natural one for hubby, my orange jumper, and my real world jumper. And that makes 5. 6th is my beanie and scarf or cowl sets for the fam for our snow trip. 7 is my green and blue dress, which I might actually do a few rows on this afternoon. And then the last is my pink and yellow striped top. In total, that is a top, a dress, matching beanie cowl family set, 2 jumpers, 3 jumpers, and 2 cardigans. So that's a good variety, I think. And I'm not going to give myself any limitations on not casting on anything new or finishing something off before I start something else, because sometimes you just feel like you're in the mood to cast on something new, even if you don't want to knit it up. You just want to like get that project rolling. And some of these, no guarantees I will finish by the end of this year. I'd like to, but we'll see how we go. But yeah, that's everything that I'm working on at the moment. I hope that you enjoyed a little insight into what I'm making and the current projects I have on the go. Please let me know in the comments what you're working on, what WIPs are in the works for you, any future projects you are interested in making, and I will see you in the next video. Okay, bye. Yes!